All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down and rule well. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hopeful elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. All right, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai allows it to go. And I want to name the video Nuclear War Will Happen in Our Lifetime. All right. And Lord Will's brothers can see on the screen the inspiration for this lesson comes from this article right here that I have from the Zero Hedge. And it says U.S. presidents who gambled with nuclear Armageddon. All right. And basically the article goes into how every sitting president has led us closer and closer and closer to a nuclear conflict. All right. But now, so more than ever with this current administration, the Biden administration. All right. And I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm just read this part right here. I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, since 1992, every president has left the U.S. and the world closer to nuclear annihilation than his predecessors. All right. Which it was set up like that, for conflicts, between Babylon and these other nations, just to continue to escalate. Basically, it was set up for America to make global enemies. All right, because ultimately, the majority of these nations around the world are going to come up against America, Babylon, which is Babylon the Great, and shoot missiles on it and destroy it. All right, and that's why there's so many Americas in so many conflicts with all of these other nations, rather it be the Arab world, the Asian world, so-called Arab world, so-called Asian world, all right, and even their own brethren, all right, the Russians, which are also Edomites, all right, and we're hearing Trump, how he's talking about if he gets in office, how he's going to separate Babylon out of NATO, all right, which is putting more animosity between the whore and the beast being NATO and the EU and the whore being America, all right. So, it's set up like that, all right, for all these other nations to hate this place and ultimately want to shoot missiles on it, all right. The doomsday clock was at 17 minutes to midnight when Clinton came to office, but just 9 minutes when he left it. Bush pushed the clock to just 5 minutes, Obama to 3 minutes, and Trump to more than 100 seconds. And now Biden has taken the clock to 90 seconds. All right. So yeah, man, it's each president, things have gotten worse and worse and worse. We step closer and closer to nuclear destruction with each sitting president, which again, that's all a part of prophecies, that these things we're going to continue to build and build and build until ultimately, it comes to pass. The third woe comes to pass. All right. So like the Lord said, you're going to hear about wars and rumors of wars. All right. And that's what that is until ultimately we know until the Karama comes to pass. And then that's when the Third World War is going to take place. All right. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon a tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I should answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision. What's the vision? The prophecies. Which the top prophecy is what? Besides the Karagma, the Third World War, the Third Woe. And make it plain upon tables, that he may run there reading it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Right? Just like with the Karagma. All right, we're speaking loud and clear. Same thing with the Third World War. All right, they're speaking loud and clear. We're inching closer and closer and closer to the Third World War. Though it tarry, wait for it. Right? Though it tarry, wait for it. Because like the article said, it from every sitting president, we inch closer and closer to a nuclear conflict. All right, until ultimately, rather that's Biden or Trump, because it is going to happen in our lifetime. One of them two devils, whether it's Biden or Trump, it will happen. All right, because It's like for it, but tarry, wait for it, for it will surely come. It would not tarry. It would not tarry, because it is sure it will surely come. It will not tarry. So like in verse 4, behold, the soul which is lifted up and which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. Who is talking about Esau? Neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires held right. He's always sticking his nose in some other nation's business he don't have no business sticking his nose in, like the situation with Ukraine and Taiwan. All right, has no business doing anything, sending weapons or money and all that, but he's doing it anyway. That this is what the Most High set him up to do. All right, and again, that's just to build up further hatred for these other nations, to build up further hatred for this place, and ultimately come up against it and shoot missiles on it. And his death and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations and heap unto himself all people. All right, so that's this devil, man. And again, he was set up to do that, to build up that hate for these nations, to continue to build up that hate, and to ultimately come up against them. All right, because again, we're in the time of the Third World War. All right. Matter of fact, before we get that, let's get this Ecclesiastes chapter 3. I'm just gonna hit the point. I'm gonna start at verse 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 7 is the time to render, and the time to sow, and the time to keep silence, and the time to speak. Verse 8, here's the point: a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. Right, a time of war and a time of peace. So this man is all about war, man. Scriptures refer to him as a bloody man, and that's what he's all about. That's why every nation, every sitting president, we inch closer and closer to nuclear war. All right, and eventually, the Third World War is going to happen. All right, so again, it says Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8, and at a time to love and a time to hate. We're in the time of hate, and a time of war and a time of peace. We're in the time of war. Ever since this man's been in power, it's been nothing but war. I forget the exact number, but America, ever since America's been in existence, pretty much, they've been at war, except maybe all but 1 or 2 or 3 years. All right, but outside of that, they've always been involved in some type of global conflict, in some conflict, which again, the Most High set it up like that. So ultimately, they're gonna the Third World War is going to take place, and Babylon will be destroyed. This Revelation chapter 6, verse 4, and there went out another horse that was red, and this represents Esau, the so-called white man, the red man. All right, because he's not white, he's really red. All right, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that's what he's done. Again, to take peace from the earth. All right. Every president, again, like this article said, every president, the doomsday clock has reached closer and closer and closer. All right, till midnight. All right, so that's them taking peace from the earth, because in order for that to happen, they had to continue to escalate wars and things like that, continue to fight wars and continue to escalate things. All right, for the worse, and then ultimately it's going to lead to the Third World War. All right, so that's what he did. He took peace from the earth, and as long as he's in power, there ain't gonna be no peace. All right. And power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. Right. So the main part I want out of that says to take peace from the earth. And again, the doomsday clock is steady moving up. After every president is steady goes up. Is he a president of peace? No, he's a president of war. Every president has been a president of war. All right. Especially these last few Bush, with 9/11 and all that, invading Afghanistan, Obama, with I think he was in office with Libya. I think he was Muammar Gaddafi. All right, and Trump, he bombed Syria. All right, which is poking Russia. All right, Because Bashar al-Assad and Biden, I mean not Biden, but Putin, he got a pact together, all right, which he did that. And now Biden, which is in Ukraine, Jerusalem, and Taiwan to come very soon. All right, so they're about war. That's all they're about, war. All right, all they're about is war. So we get this last precept and I'm gonna wrap it up after this one. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 14. The second war was past, right? Because World War I and II was gone. And behold, the third war come quickly, right? And behold, the third war come quickly, which is going to happen in our lifetime, all right? Either Biden or Trump is going to be the president when the nuclear war comes to pass, the way it's looking. Can't say that 100%, but the way it's looking, one of them devils is definitely going to be sitting in the White House when this nuclear war takes place. All right, the way it's looking. But yeah, man. Again, every day we inch closer and closer to the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and safety to you, brothers, that push this truth and sincerity. With that, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.